Hi everyone and welcome to Season 4, Episode 6 of From Hope to Glory at Truro City with me, the United City FM. Welcome along. Things are going fantastic. We've basically won the league. It's only March. What can I tell you? Happy days. Yep, that's it. I'm calling it. We're all going on holidays because we've basically won the league already. We're so far ahead. We're looking fantastic. Nobody can catch us, I don't think. With still a bundle of games left to go. But we've just been absolutely dominant all the way through. Lost twice, drawn 3 times, won 23 out of 28. Goals for 70, goals against 28. Better than anybody else in the league by an absolute long stretch. And we're going to win the league. And now you've got to believe us, surely. So here we are on the schedule page, reviewing the recent results, or as I now like to call it, Striker Watch. Let's go through the results and find the strikers. Horsewood scored a couple of goals in the last game that we played on the episodes against Notts County. And so we go from there. And the next it's Horsewood, McJanet, Neil, McJanet, Horsewood, McJanet, Horsewood, Neil, Ball. All 4 of them getting involved in the last month of play. Charlie Ball behind everybody else, but the absolute superstar of this particular season has been Thomas Horsewood, and he's got 29 in 23 starts and 9 substitute appearances. Has been absolutely phenomenal for us. We do have a bit of an issue though, because he still kind of wants to leave, which is a bit of a blow, and he's only got a contract until the summer. I'm not sure we're going to be able to convince him to stick around, but that's an issue that we'll have to figure out next summer, basically. So for today, we get Torquay United, and Torquay are currently sitting in 8th position. 26 games played, 47 points. You remember a couple of episodes we talked about them being the potential threat to our title. Well, they ain't anymore, are they? They're 2 games behind us, but even if they win both, they're only on 53 points and we're on 72. Nobody can catch us. I'm absolutely 100% sure of it. We're going to get promoted to the Football League, which is brilliant, in our fourth season, sorry. I'm just so giddy with excitement, it's ridiculous. Everybody's playing brilliantly well. They're all contributing really well. As you can see, we've still got a bucket load of games. We're still in the FA Trophy. We've got Wrexham. If you remember, they went up a couple of seasons ago from the Vanarama National League. Caused us a few problems when we played them before. So it's going to be interesting. But they're sitting bottom of League 2 currently. And we've seen against the likes of not Hartlepool, which one am I looking at? Chesterfield, that's the one I'm looking at, that we can cope with teams in the division above us. They're sitting in 20th and we dumped them out of the FA Trophy earlier in the campaign. So we can do this, absolutely we can, but we're going to have to be on our mettle a little bit against Wrexham in the semi-final, but that's for another day. We don't need to talk about that today. Today is all about picking up another 3 points in the Vanarama National League and continuing our title chase to get promoted to the Football League. So we have one very slight issue on the team sheet for today's match, and it is only that Stavru has picked up a very minor injury recently. He's on his way back, but he's not quite as fit and healthy as some of the others, so he loses his place on the bench just for today's game. So everybody else, though, has been playing a little bit recently and has got good match conditioning, which is fantastic. So our number 111, basically, is out on the pitch today, and that is Roberts in goal, Rogers at right back, Dunlan at left back, Kazoo and Whitmore in central defence, Bucock and Williams in central midfield, Wright Phillips on the right, D'Souza on the left, and McJanet and Horsewood up top, with the bench of Chanel, Casey, Silla, Salam and Neil. So let's get into today's game and see what happens. don't even think I'm going to worry about giving a team talk today. I think I'm just going to let them go out there, carry on from where they've been recently, and just let them express themselves and see how it goes. And I mean, ultimately, if it doesn't work and we have to do something about it at half time, then we can. But there's no pressure on us anymore. We could lose a bucket load of games in the next couple of months and still go up into the Football League, I think. Not that I'm going to try and do that at all. Please hear me. I want to win every game as much as I can. But I think we've got a bit of a cushion, which is fantastic. So for today, let's see how we get on. Truro City with a left-sided throw-in down that far side with Dunlan. And then we go, Whitmore goes up to McJanet, but he loses out possession from the defender. And so they get a chance to counter-attack on us, but they do it too quickly and they lose possession. Horsewood reads that really well and judges the drop down of the ball. Bucock takes over. And what a fantastic goal that is from Declan Bucock. From central midfield, the Carolero moving up, supporting the play, always being an outlet for them just to drop it back if they need to. On this occasion, he rides a challenge there, drives towards the box and then powers it into the back of the net. And we take a 1-0 lead after 25 minutes. And again, all is right with the world. We're at home today, so you'd expect us to do pretty well. And you'd also hope that the crowds are beginning to flock in a little bit and just check us out as we near the potential of being in the Football League. Hopefully we can get a boost in ticket sales for next season as well and continue to rise as a club, not just as in terms of the league position, but also finances and other things, because we really need to sort those finances out. Wright Phillips with a good clearance there. They were a bit ragged for a minute or two just at that particular highlight, but eventually we sorted it out and we managed to clear the ball. Again though, Torquay with a long free kick straight down the middle, but we get a good clearance on it, and it's Wright Phillips on the top of the box that collects that loose ball, runs down the right hand side unopposed into the box, and McJanet somehow gets there before his defender does. Really close. What was the goalkeeper doing then to collect the ball? Anyway, Wright Phillips down this right-hand side. Really, really great run by him. Nobody could cope with the pace, and that's the key thing about, one of the key things about this side is the pace. And from that angle, you can see that McJanet had just dropped off his defender a little bit, and it opened up the space for him to poke it home at the near post, and we go 2-0 up, and there's the half-time whistle. Lots of good positives about this. We're lower in possession than they are, but pretty much everything else is going in our favour. 10 shots at goal, 7 on target, 7 and 3 for them. We've had a decent 80% pass completion rate, but we've got those 2 goals. And from an expected XG of 0.71, that ain't half bad, is it really? So let's say I'm very pleased with the performance. Keep it going. Kick them back out there just to carry straight on again. We'll watch a couple of these players are looking a little bit tired than others, the likes of Whitmore and Bucock at the moment, so we might replace them in a little while just to protect them for future games. Sweeping cross comes in from that far side. Dunlan picks up the loose ball, crosses it again, and then it was Wright Phillips with the header down into the box, into the path of D'Souza, and he blasts it well over the top of the bar. I'm not quite sure what he was up to there. We're just going to go and check in at 60 minutes, a bit earlier than maybe we usually would, just see if we can protect a couple of these players. So we're going to take Phillips off. Salam, not a naturally right-sided player, should I say, but he can play out there for a little while just to keep us ticking over. We've got Dunlan and Whitmore and Bucock all looking a little bit tired than the rest. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Dunlan out and put Casey in, and we're going to take Bucock out and put Silla in. Make all our changes a bit early. Hopefully we don't pick up an injury, fingers crossed, but just to protect some of the legs a little bit and give them an opportunity to recover well for future games. And so it's a Torquay throw-in down the right-hand side. They get the cross in, but we get a partial clearance. Torquay pick it up again on the edge of the box, sweep it out wide to Moore, crosses to the far post, and there was a good opportunity at the far post, and I think they missed the goal rather than Roberts having to tip it round. They did, because it's a goal kick, but I think Roberts had it covered anyway, should I say. And again, it's Torquay in their defensive area. They made a mistake though. McJanet, with his pace, gets in ahead of the defender, goes through on goal, And there is another one of our strikers scoring another great goal. All four of them, even Charlie Ball, who's really struggling a little bit this season because of his long-term injury to start off with, and then the others playing so well. He's got on the score sheet, but the other three have been phenomenal, and especially McJanet and Horsewood. And there is another chance to show what McJanet can do. Can we keep any of these for next season on loan, or, with Horsewood, can we keep him in the club? I really don't know, but we're going to certainly try, because they've been phenomenal so far this season. 81 minutes gone, 10 minutes to go, perfectly chilled out. 3-0 up, no injuries, no issues, please. And there's another chance for McJanet to get onto the loose ball. What can you say, really? It's just brilliant. At this level, I have been really pleased that I made the decision early on, after that first season, to try and turn this squad into a quicker squad. They've all got reasonably good, if not very good, pace for this level of football, and it's been really, really important, I would suggest. It's a tip of mine for anybody wanting to play at this level. If you can make your squad faster, then you get things like this. McJanet, did he get offside there a slight amount? Maybe. I don't think so, but we'll just check the replay before we celebrate too much. Was he offside? Let's have a look. So the ball comes back out. He goes back to the right hand side. Casey, yeah, no offside there at all, was there? Perfectly good goal as far as I can see. And Ed McJanet gets a hat-trick. And again, are they going back for more? Yes, fine. Fantastic. And Ed McJanet gets the hat-trick and again demonstrates the power of our strike force, which is just by far better than anybody else in the league. And finally, we are in a position where I genuinely think we can celebrate this title win already. 5-0 up against Torquay. I don't see anybody catching us at all. They can have a go if they like, but I think we've got enough to rotate the squad around, keep them all fit, get everybody game time, and still pick up all the points that we need to pick up to go up into the Football League next season. Just a little bit of an issue there. But in the end, we managed to scramble it clear for a corner kick. And it's a corner kick for Torquay on this near side. Goes to the far post and we get a partial clearance. But again, Torquay pick it up on the edge of the box. And the highlight dies. And the final whistle goes. And everything is right with the world. And Truro keep marching on. So with a performance like this, we're not going to overanalyze it at all. We're really not today. It's going to be very quick just to look at these particular stats, and we won't even go any deeper than that. Just to say, look, 21 shots at goal, 10 on target, XG rating of 1.93, and we got 5 goals from it. 3 was it from McJanet in the end? 4 from McJanet in the end, and he was definitely the star of the show. But it was a phenomenal team performance. 9.9. What do you have to do to get a 10 if you're McJanet? Score another goal, I guess, but 9.9, ably assisted by pretty much everybody else around the side, and we did phenomenally well. Possession, a little bit low, but that's the style of play that we have. We soak up the pressure and we counter-attack a little bit. And the passing completion dropped a little bit in that second half, but couldn't care less. Everything else is just going brilliantly well. Look, I mean, this particular group of shots at goal is fantastic. But for such a small XG rating, to get 5 goals from it, he was an absolute superstar and got some really good finishes, didn't he, today? Including some slightly tricky ones from some challenging angles. So it's all good. And that is literally all we're going to talk about today in the analysis. We don't need to talk anymore. We dominated the game. We played really well. We got those 5 goals from a small XG rating. And so that's all you need to know, really. So here we are back on the schedule page, and there's the contribution to our striker watch from McJanet, who was absolutely phenomenal today. We've got a bucket load of games still to play, But it's up to you really as to how much more you want to see of this particular season, because I think we're there. I think we're done. Do you want a game in the middle here against someone like Halifax or Solihull, South Shields, should I say, not a Solihull, more South Shields will probably be the game that we come back to? Or do you want us to just go right the way through to Yeovil, bring you back at the end, show you exactly how it all finishes up, play that last game, and then figure out what we're going to be doing for the following season? Up to you. I'm recording this on Friday morning, so I've got all weekend before I have to get back to this to play forward for Monday's recording. So you've got till Sunday to let me know what you think. Is it going to be South Shields in the middle of this run, or is it going to be Yeovil at the end of the run? What do you want to come back for? Let me know, and that's what we'll end up doing on Monday. But until then, we just have to celebrate the fact that it's gone so well. I'm really, really pleased, if I'm totally honest, that we stayed in this division for one more season. We missed out on the playoffs last time around, but I think this has been really fantastic and really beneficial to us to help move our club forward. So I'm really pleased with that. So we've got a load more still to do in this particular series, though. Lots more still to achieve. And I think we've got a reasonable shout of doing pretty well next season if we can keep all of the key players. That's for another day, though. For today, we celebrate a win, a 5-0 win over Torquay United. We celebrate being a bucket load of points clear of everybody else, and still with like 3 games in hand over our direct rivals. It's all just fantastic. That's going to do it, though. Subscribe to the channel and join my United City community if you haven't already. There's loads of ways to do that these days, through Discord, through Twitter, through supporting me on Patreon or my merchandise store. All the links in the description below. Click the like button on this particular episode. We got a 5-0 win. If you're not going to like this one, I don't know what else I can do, really. It's been a phenomenal performance. So click the like button on this episode. That helps me get seen by lots of other people and shows me you're connected to the content, which is great for my morale moving forward. Until next time, though, take care of yourselves. I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.